It's Shahar again. Sorry that my last video got cut off. But it kind of confused me at first. I thought I lost the entire video, would have to start over, which would have made me really mad because I was like 20 or so minutes into it. But turns out I just got cut off and I was still able to upload what I had worked on. But it didn't make me that mad because I was almost done with what I was talking about anyways. And if I wanted to, and if like I mentioned, I was going to make another video anyways, mostly about Belle, but it's about some other things too. If I forgot anything, I will just mention it when I make my other video, which I don't know when that will be. It could be a while because I have so many ideas of future videos. I have them all down on my phone, and I will definitely get to all of them eventually because I have so many ideas, and most of the videos will. Anyways, this video is about Descendants. Yes, Descendants. I will not be talking about the books I lost. There's 4 books. I finally bought and read the 4th book not too long ago, maybe a couple months ago at most. But I finally read it, and it was great. I loved it. I don't know if you guys ever read the books. All the Lost came first, so it's spaced before the first movie, and it's like about when they're in the Isle Lost, and it still shows Ben and Ordon getting ready for coronation, and you can tell in the book he wants to make that whole proclamation. The second and third book is in between the first and second movie, and then the 4th book is in between the second and third movie. This isn't about the book discussion, so I'll definitely make a video eventually about just the books. But this one is just about the movies. And there is a spoiler alert if you have not seen the 3rd one yet, but most big Descendant fans probably already have. Even if they didn't see it when it premiered, they probably found a way to watch it eventually, especially since it played it over and over again, which they usually do that when a new movie comes out like that on Disney Channel or whatever. They'll keep playing it so everyone gets a chance to watch it eventually, you know. I don't know which one is your favorite, but the 3rd one is mine. I thought it was amazing. I loved these songs, and I loved the storyline, and I just loved the entire thing. There was a few things, I kind of have the feeling that the writers were thinking about putting Jay and Gil together. I didn't like that idea. I always wanted Jay with Lonnie, you know, but she wasn't even in that movie, which kind of made me upset. And I don't know. I want Jay and Lonnie together. But at least all my other couples got together. Mel and Ben, Evie and Doug, and Carlos and Jane. You know, I guess I'll never find out if Jay and Lonnie ever got together unless they make another book. I wonder if they are going to make another book. I doubt it. And I hope they don't make another movie. I mean, I love Descendants, but I think they ended it perfectly. Plus, even if, you know, especially since Cameron Boyce is dead now, it just wouldn't be the same without Carlos, or if they recast Carlos, it definitely wouldn't be the same, you know. There's only one Carlos, and I really hope they don't make another movie or book, honestly. I guess that's what fanfiction's for, right? Which I've said that before, but oh well. You know, when I heard about his death, I was all sad. I didn't really know him, the actor, too well, you know. I've only seen him on 2 things, and Jesse and Descendants, and I don't even like Jesse, you know. But I love him on Descendants, you know. But, even if he hadn't died, I still wouldn't want them to make a 4th movie because the 3rd one ended perfectly. And I think if they made another one, they'll just ruin it, which they usually do, you know? They just keep on going. They don't know how to stop. Even if they end something perfectly, even if a character dies, or the actor or actress dies, which causes them to write off the character, it's just, it will never be the same. And they don't know how to stop. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but it's one thing that really annoys me. You know, they never know how to stop. They just keep on doing. They keep on rebooting things. They keep on adding new ones, even though they should have ended a long time ago. They just keep on going and going because they don't know when to stop. When something's good, they just keep on going until it's played out and until they ruin everything. You know? I mean, they do that with just about everything these days, you know? They're out of new ideas, so they run off of old ideas. Hey, this was popular back then. Let's introduce it to a new generation. How about... No, I mean, I get that because I think a lot of the new generation should watch some of the older shows. I've been told I have an old soul. And, you know, I'm a very happy person. But also because I like a lot of older things, you know? I mean, I'm not much into this new generation except for phones. I love phones very much, you know, yeah, but, like, reading, when I read, I don't like to read something on, like, a Kindle or something, except I do read sometimes on Wattpad, but that's different because most Wattpad books are only on Wattpad. It's not like I can find an actual book for them, you know. Sometimes there has been times when a book from Wattpad got published, but that's very few and far in between. But I like, you know, reading in actual books, you know, actual books, thick novels like this. See, thick. I like that. Uh-oh, I dropped some hair ties. Oh well, I'll pick them up later. You know, and I like a lot of the older shows that you guys have probably never heard of unless it was from your parents. I mean, some people don't get into what their parents watch, at least this generation. But I always did, you know. I mean, I like a lot of the stuff my mom or dad would watch that's kind of older, you know. Some of the things are from the 90s, 80s, and some of it even a little bit before that, you know. I mean, some of the things that were made in like the 90s you probably heard of, like Friends, How I Met Your Mother. That actually I think that was made in the early 2000s. Well, that 70s show was made in the 90s, even though it was about the 70s. All those shows you definitely heard about them because they're kind of popular, especially Friends. Buffy Vampire Slayer, Charmed are older. Roseanne, Facts of Life, those are so good. You all probably have heard of Brady Bunch, whether you've seen it or not, which isn't that bad. I know there's more that I can't think of, like Walker, Texas Ranger, Xena, Warrior Princess, all so good, but so, you know, a lot of the newer generation doesn't know about them, doesn't know about how good the older shows are, or the older movies, you know. I like some older movies too, and this generation just doesn't know, you know. I mean, a lot of the newer stuff isn't as good. I mean, I said a lot of it, not all of it. I like some of the newer stuff that comes, but because some of the older stuff are better, they are remaking them, rebooting them, so the new generation can have them, but the reboots are never as good as the original. That's what they don't encounter about it. They think, hey, you know what, this was popular back then, maybe if we change it up like this, but have the same storyline, that the new generation will like it. And yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes the new generation will like it, but they're still missing out because the older ones is better. The original, they're always better. Okay, I so got off the topic on this one. Maybe one of these days I'll make a whole video just about, you know, older movies versus newer movies. I like that idea. Okay, back to Descendants, which was what this video was supposed to be about. You know, I mean, like I said, third one's my favorite. I don't know what's your favorite, but Dad, someone's knocking. Hold on, I'm being interrupted. Dad?
What? Landlord. What?
Someone's here. The landlord.
Okay.
Sorry, I got interrupted. Ugh.
What?
Hi. Where was I? I forgot where I was. I got interrupted. Okay. I'm a little out of it today anyways. Okay, so we're talking about Descendants. Oh yeah, favorites, movies. My favorite is the third one. Yes, that's where I was. I feel so happy. Okay, sorry. Like I said, I'm out of it. Okay. Focus. Alright. Okay, so third one is my third one is my favorite. First one is my second favorite. I like the second one, but in my opinion, it wasn't as good. You know, I want to talk about Mel's hairstyle. Yeah, Mel's hairstyle. Her hairstyle changes more than the others. I mean, all of their changes, but all their hairstyles change too, but slowly, in moderation. You know, each one of them, you can tell that their hairstyles are a little different.
What? Oh, it runs. I just don't have a license.
It's just different hairstyles that they change throughout the movie slowly. You know, Evie, Jay's, Carlos, you can all tell.
Blah, 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 blah.
Shut up! You're mean.
I hate to ask you now, goals.
I'm finally warming up. I turned off the air conditioner because I was freezing. Which I don't get cold that often. It's weird.
I bought you some ice cream too.
Oh, thank you.
Cookies and cream.
I haven't had that in a while.
Yeah, I figured that was cold.
That's what you get for eating ice cream.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I keep getting interrupted during this video. Okay, I'm gonna turn on my air conditioner because now I'm getting hot. Okay, so, hairstyles. That's where I was. Hairstyles. Okay. Oof. Okay, so, Evie, Jay's, and Carlos's hairstyles keep changing. Do change throughout the movie, just slowly. You know, they all get better, but in a nice, slow kind of way, you know? I mean, their hairstyles kind of, well, not Jay's, but Carlos especially doesn't look that great in the first one, to be honest. I mean, it's just kind of weird, but then after that, it's just like sticking up and stuff, but then in the second one, third one, it's just loose and laying, you know, against his face like most hair, so it's a lot better. But Mel's, hers changes a lot. You can definitely tell, you know. First one, before the third one came out, I always preferred her first hairstyle so much, you know. I mean, usually I'm not big on short hair. On women, you know, I usually like their hair longer. I mean, that's just my opinion. Some girls can pull it off, you know. And I don't think any girl looks terrible with short hair, you know. I just always prefer long hair, you know, but that's just my opinion. But on Mel, I kind of liked it, you know. I mean, it was dark, and one side was like a little longer than the other, and it was just really nice. And the second one, I didn't really like it, her hair. No offense for people who liked her hair like that, but it was like a lot lighter, and there were bangs. I don't like bangs on anyone. No offense if you like bangs, because I do have a friend out there who does love bangs, and I don't know if she's going to be watching this, but if she does, I'm sorry, but I don't like bangs. But she already knows that, so oh well. So I didn't really like her hair in the second one, but in the third one, I loved her hair, even better than the first one, you know. It wasn't long, really long, but it was longer, and it kind of changed hair colors. If you notice, at the beginning, it was definitely purple. Not as dark as the first one, but definitely not as light as the second movie. But somewhere in the middle, I don't know. I exactly know, I haven't pinpointed the exact moment when her hair started changing, but throughout the movie, her hair started going more into blue, which is the one thing I didn't like, because I liked her hair being purple, and I think it should have stayed purple the entire movie, but it's still my favorite hairstyle of hers. You know, and friendships. I love Mel and Evie's friendship, I do. But I think they kind of focused more on their friendship than anything. I think they should focus a little bit more on the whole group's friendship. You know, all four of them have been through so much together, which Carlos mentions towards the end of the second one. And they're just, I love their friendship. You know, I love Jay and Carlos's. I wish it would have showed more of them, and maybe more of, you know, Mel and Jay, Mel and Carlos, Evie and Jay, Evie and Carlos. You know, just a little bit more to show how close they all are, not just as a group, but as little individuals. You know, I don't know if I'm the only one that thinks that or has even really paid attention to that, but I mean, I'm not saying I don't like Mel and Evie's friendship, because I do. I feel like they were a little too focused on it than the other friendships, you know? As in the group, as in a whole, and little individuals like I just mentioned, and I don't know. I'm still a little upset that they didn't have Jay and Lonnie end up together. I mean, it's still possible that they could end up in the future, but you never know unless it shows it, you know? I mean, unless it hints that it's going to happen at the end, or if it actually does happen at the end, you know, you never know for sure. That's why I praise fanfiction. I need to stop saying that. You guys probably have that idea already that I like fanfiction. I mean, I started a Descendants fanfiction, but I haven't gotten too much into it yet. Well, I had one, but it was kind of bad, so I kind of deleted it. And then I was going to make another one before the third movie came out, but then I never got finished, and I really got into it. So when the third one came out, I just deleted that one and started a new one to add everything that happened in the third movie to make it all go together. I will eventually post a Descendants fanfiction for my Descendants lovers if you want to go to Wattpad and check it out. My username is Adorable JoJo. Maybe I think I'll put that in this description. If any of you have Wattpad, and if not, please give it a try. I love it. I do. It's probably the app I use the most, more than any social media. I'm always on Wattpad. I mean, I was on Wattpad right before I started doing this. You know, I have a lot of books. Most of them are fanfiction, not all of them. A lot of my older books aren't as good, but that's not the point, because this isn't about Wattpad. Maybe I'll make a whole video just about Wattpad. I could add tell you some of the books I have. That'll be interesting. Okay, moving on. Back to Descendants. My head's really not in the game today, is it? Okay, well, I did stay up really late. I was on Wattpad, and I didn't even realize what time it was. I just kept typing on my phone because I was so into the chapter I was working on, and I just kept writing and writing and writing. The next thing I knew, it was past 2:30 in the morning. I was like, oh crap, I should go to sleep. I'm gonna be tired tomorrow, which was true because I was so tired tomorrow. I didn't want to wake up, and then my eyes were stinging because I was so tired, and my eyes were hurt because I was just too tired to be awake. Okay, but I do prefer night than daytime. I wish, you know, if I could, I would just be up all night and sleep all day. That's like, yeah, that's perfect. But oh well, life isn't like that. Okay, well, for some people I guess it can be, but not me. Okay, moving on. Descendants. Okay, so I talked about friendships and hairstyles and the ending, how I wish there was not going to be a fourth one, as much as I love Descendants. Oh, that's another reason why they shouldn't make another one. You know, I mean, I said because the ending was perfect, but I didn't really elaborate on that. You know, I just love that what they did. You know, they broke down the veil, and you know, even though I don't want there to be a fourth one, I do kind of want to see how they deal with all their parents. I wonder if they would turn Maleficent back into a person. I mean, they gave everyone else a second chance. I wonder if they'll give her a second chance. That's, you know, I'm actually gonna do that for my fan fiction. But they broke down the veil. Everyone from the Isle was free in Oridon to give a second chance. I wonder if they're actually going to take it. They're going to try to be evil again. I wonder about that too. I guess there were kind of cliffhangers, unanswered questions, I guess you can call them, about that. But and I loved it, and I loved how it ended with 4 of them racing off to the other end of the bridge, all the way to the Isle, and it just ended with them, the 4 of them, started with them, ended with them. I loved it, and that's how it ended. It showed them about to run, and I thought it was really sweet, Songs. I have my favorite songs from each of them. I mean, I don't, sometimes there's songs in a movie or in a show or whatever that I do not like whatsoever. But on the Descendants movies, there's not actually a song I do not like, but there are songs I prefer, I guess you can say. In the first movie, my favorite songs are Run to the Core. I mean, that song is like, what do I call it? It's like, I don't even know what to call it, but it's kind of important for all 3 movies, because at least once in every movie, when the 4 are alone, just the 4 of them together, one of them says, "We're rotten to the core." So it's like, to never forget that that's who they are or something. I don't know, but yeah. My other favorite song from that movie is "If Only." I love that song, I do. And then the second one, my favorite songs are Space Between. The song while they're fighting Uma, I forgot what it's called now. It's Going Down, that's it. And there was one more, what was it? Man, it's been a while since I've listened to them. I had one more favorite song. I can't remember what it is for the life of me now. But it's, let's see, give me a minute. It'll come to me, hopefully. Probably not. Okay, I don't remember. I'm definitely gonna make another Descendants video eventually, because I'm gonna talk probably just about the couples on that one. Because I don't think I'm gonna give to the couples that much on here. So once I think of it, I will let you know, because right now it just won't come to me because it hates me. That's just my luck. It's like you forget something, and then when you want to remember, you can, but then later on, as soon as I stop this video, I'm gonna remember. I just know I am. And if I do remember it, I'll just post it on the description. Okay, it'll come to me eventually, or I could just look it up, but I can't while I'm making the video, so I guess I will just have to figure it out later. We'll see. Third movie, my favorite songs are My Once Upon a Time, and man, today's just not my day. I was just listening to the Descendants 3 songs not that long ago, and I can't remember any of them. I'm just not here today. Okay, I think I'll just... Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna finish talking about the songs on my next Descendant videos, Just re-go over what I already mentioned about the songs, and then finish them, because today is just not my day. Okay. Okay, so, I guess that's all for today. Whenever I make my next Descendant videos, I'm gonna talk about the songs and the couples, because I can't remember. Oh well. It happens to everyone, but especially me. Okay. So that's all. No more Descendants talk for now. I might get. I know I'm gonna talk about these songs and couples next time. I might get into some other stuff if I come up with more things. If I, maybe I'll have more things to talk about the other topics I already talked about, or maybe completely new topics. I don't know yet, but I do definitely know that songs and couples will be two of the topics on that video. So yay! I have something figured out. Okay, so that's all. Please like and subscribe and comment whatever you think about anything Descendants related, I guess. Maybe your favorite songs, or you can save that for the next video if you want to. I really don't care. Favorite characters. Ooh, I should talk about characters next video too. I didn't really get into the characters. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the next video will be probably a lot better. Just comment whatever you want about Descendants, whatever you think, if you agree or disagree with anything I said, or if you just want to comment RIP Cameron Boys, cause that is sad, But tomorrow, one of my early videos I told you about a new video I was thinking about starting, like a series kind of thing called This or That, and I'll label them This or That Part 1, Part 2, and on like that, and it'll be about kind of like a versus thing, old Charm versus new Charm, old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or movie versus series, or original series versus spin-off, original series versus reboots, anything like that, and I'll, and it'll just be like one whole video for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, one whole video for the Charm, or whatever, just like that. So, I'll be starting that tomorrow. Just thought I'll let you know if any of you was curious about it. I don't know which one I'm going to do yet. I have a couple ideas, so you'll be just about as surprised as I do about which one I decide to start first. So I hope you like it, and please subscribe. That means a lot. Okay, so I'll see you next time. Tomorrow, definitely. And I'm probably gonna I've been doing 2 videos a day lately, just because I'm new to being a YouTuber and it's kind of fun, so I just been doing 2 videos a day. But after a while, I'm probably gonna change it to 1 a day, especially once I get more busy. Definitely will be once a day. And if I do miss a day, I'll probably explain why the next day, but it'll probably be because I'm busy, because I might not be able to do a video every single day, so you do get busy. Since that is out in the open, I'll let you know. So, but I'll probably do 2 This or That tomorrow, kind of get started. So, but then the day after that, I'm going to do 2 more videos, and I kind of already have it all planned for the next couple of days. But, I'll be doing 1 video for charm deaths and 1 video for charm transformations, because there's a lot for each. Each sister died so many times, they all got turned into so many things. But on the transformations, I'm probably going to, I have a whole list of the charm deaths and the charm transformations, and a lot of the transformations, like, they weren't really transformations. It's like they considered every little magical thing done to them a transformation. So I'll probably just name it off and say what is a transformation and what isn't. And some of the episodes I don't like, so I don't really remember that much. So I'll just name it off, and I'll probably just go from there, because if I don't remember it, I can't really talk about it much. So I'll just mention it and then go to the next one, to one I can mention on more. Okay, so that's all. I probably wasted enough of your time. So I will see you next time, tomorrow, for this or that. I'll figure out which one I'm going to do, and I hope you like it. So have a lovely night.